many are not going to forget in a hurry, because today we host none other than Leonard Mambo Mbotela, HSC OGW.
Thank you, Kathy. Thanks for having me in your program.
Thank you very much for accepting to be part of our living legends on this show.
Thank you so much for remembering me too.
No one can forget you. Tell us about Leonard Mambo Mbotela.
I was born in Mombasa on the 29th of May, 1940, at Freetown, Mombasa. Then I went to school at Freetown Primary School, Buxton. Then I went to Kitui High School, myself and my brother George. And my parents, James Mbotela and Aida Mbotela, they are both deceased.
So tell us, after school, where did you work?
After school, I went to Nakuru to look for employment. But all along, I had a passion for broadcasting. Just to remind you that when I was in school in a dormitory, I was in Mwatu House dormitory. I used to fold a newspaper or a book pretending to be a microphone. Then I used to say, Hamjambo, habari zenu, hii ni taarifa ya habari, mkisomewa na Leonard Mambo Mbotela. So my schoolmates there, dormitory mates used to tell me, hey, shut up, when we are busy studying here. We namna gani? Unatupigia kelele, things like that. And I was impressed by people like the late Stephen Kikumu, the late Simeon De Sancho, Hassan Mazoa, Joseph Kema, John Makitawa, and many others. Elizabeth Akinyi at that time. They really inspired me.
Now, your journey as a journalist did not start at the Voice of Kenya. Where did it start?
It started in Nakuru, as I told you. I was a reporter for a Kiswahili newspaper, Baraza, which was edited by Mr. Francis Hamisi, who also passed on some years back. Though I was in Nakuru, but I wished I could come to Nairobi and join VOK at that time, Simeon De Sancho himself, who was at that time the head of Kiswahili service. He came to Nakuru, he saw me, and he said, wewe ni Leonard Mbotela? Naambia ni mimi. Wewe natuma salamu sana, ni wewe? Naambia So De Sancho was very happy indeed. He was so happy indeed. He said, wewe utakuwa mtangazaji. That's exactly what he told me. Wewe unafaa kuwa mtangazaji. And the day came that one of the announcers, Kiswahili announcers, misbehaved. He was supposed to open the station, but he failed to go and open the station. So he was terminated, he was sacked.
So your opportunity.
So De Sancho called me. He told me, imagine he asked me, ungependa kujiunga nasi, kuna nafasi hapa. I said, God is good, God is great. I said, yes, ningependa.
You had a program on radio that was so powerful.
Which one was this?
That it impacted and influenced the fabric, the social fabric of the nation. Who? Nyumbwana.
Yes, that's very good. That's very good. It was way back in 1966 when I had finished my continuity duty. It was on a Saturday. So my friends came and told me, why can't we just go somewhere and have something to drink? We'll have some lunch kidogo. And then we start our weekend that way. I said, oh, sure, that's a very good idea. So we decided to go to Pan-Afric Hotel. So you know when you go to such a place, you have to wait for a waiter to come and ask you what you want to have to serve you. So one of my colleagues, instead of waiting patiently for that waiter to come and say hello to us and then ask us what we want, you can't believe it, Catherine. He started by banging the table and shouting, "Oi, oi! nani yuko hapa? Nani yuko hapa? We looked at him and and people, I remember vividly.
Yes.
Charles Njonjo, he looked at us as if he was asking himself, who are these people? Who are these people shouting and banging tables like this? So I told that colleague of mine, bwana, tafadhali bwana, wewe namna gani bwana? Angalia wakubwa wako hapa, mawaziri, watu wakubwa wako hapa. Wewe unapiga kelele na kushout. Wewe unataka kuhudumiwa, unapiga meza bwana. Hapa ni Pana Africa Hotel. Hatuko Karumaindo. Uko chini mitaani huko. No. Akasema pole. So wewe unaambia namna gani bwana? Uniongwana kweli. So from that day I came up with that program. Je, huu ni ungwana?
There was an incident that happened in 1982. This was the coup. I know this is a year that Kenyans would love to wish away, but unfortunately, you know, history is there.
I know it's history.
and you played a role.
Yes.
You were picked from your house by the perpetrators of the coup.
31st of July, 1982. So I went straight home. By that time I was staying at Ngara government quarters. So I went inside, I slept. At around 4:45 in the morning, I had a knock on my bedroom window. So I thought maybe our driver had come for me to go and save the situation. I was wrong. So I opened the door. So one of the askaris, the rebel askaris, shouted and said, "Wewe ni Leonard Mambo Mbotela?" Nikamwambia ndio ni mimi. I was still in my pajamas. Yeah. Said, kwenda fua hiyo nguo yako haraka wewe. Vaa nguo yako ya kawaida. Serikali ya Moi imepinduliwa. Kuja fanya, I'm giving you 2 minutes. Imagine. 2 minutes. So we went straight to the studio. There are about 10 of them rebels. Sema, andika, tangaza hiyo. Kama yesa. Tangaza hii haraka, naambia ndio. Nikaswitch on the microphone. It was still on. Ndio nikatangaza sasa. Hamjambo wasikilizaji, mimi ni Leonard Mambo Mbotela na watangazia kwamba serikali ya Moi imepinduliwa. Hapa ninaye rais wetu mpya ambaye anaitwa Hezekiah Ochuka. He was nodding his head like this. Hezekiah Ochuka, na nyote mkae nyumbani, polisi wote wakae nyumbani, mahabusu wafunguliwe mpaka mtakapotangaziwa baadaye. A rebel soldier, one of the Ochuka's soldiers, came in the studio and she shouted, "My colleagues, we are being attacked by the loyal forces. We are being attacked by the loyal forces." They all left that studio, including my new president, including the new president. He left the studio running out of the studio. So I was just left alone in that studio. I was just alone in the studio. Mahmoud Mohammed came running. And when he told me, he shouted my name. He knew me by my name. So he called me by my name. "Leonard, yes sir, get in the studio, quick." And he had about 20 loyal soldiers. We went to the studio again. Sema kwamba serikali ya Moi bado inaenda. Sema namna hiyo. Nikasema, "Yes sir. Hamjambo tena wasikilizaji popote mlipo. Mimi ni Leonard Mambo Mbotela, yule aliyewaambia kwamba serikali ya Moi imepinduliwa tena. Ni mimi tena nimerudi kuambia kwamba serikali ya Moi bado inaendelea. Na hapa ninaye General Mahmoud Mohammed ambaye amekuja hapa na kikosi chake, tumeokoa serikali. Kwa hivyo msio na wasiwasi, kaeni nyumbani mpaka mtakapotangaziwa baadaye.
It has been a great privilege to sit with our veteran broadcaster Leonard Mambo Mbotela. You have walked with him through his journey in broadcasting, starting in 1964 and of course retired in 1997, but he is not retired. He still is going strong, and I'm sure we need his mentorship, we need his guidance. Thank you so much.